The envelopes landed on the table, thin and neat, each sealed like a promise waiting to be claimed. Mom handed them out with that practiced, generous smile, more show than sincerity. One went to my sister, another to my brother, a third to Dad, who didn't even glance up from his plate. Her hand lingered over the last envelope, then withdrew. "Guess you're not getting one," my sister said, loud enough for everyone to hear, smirking as she tore hers open. Bills tumbled out, crisp and smug. I chewed my food slowly, swallowed, and smiled faintly, already aware of a truth they hadn't noticed. The money they celebrated wasn't theirs. It had come from me, and tonight would be the last time they touched a penny I provided. It hadn't always been this way. There was a time Mom boasted about me as though she created me from scratch, her hard-working child, her shining example. I used to think it was pride, but later I realized it was possession. My success became a tool she wielded against the others. "Take notes," she'd say to my brother, or, "See, that's how you behave." To my sister, they resented me quietly, and I tried to ignore it, playing the part she scripted. But resentment leaves a scent, metallic, sour, undeniable. I started noticing the little things. Dad slipping onto my credit card by mistake. My sister asking for loans she never returned. My brother assuming I'd cover every birthday, dinner, or emergency. Mom watched it all, approving quietly because it meant she didn't have to lift a finger. I stayed calm, letting them believe entitlement was a natural resource, while I quietly planned. Every bill, subscription, mortgage, and credit card I controlled, I shifted them to accounts only I could access. Every login, every password, every authorization rested with me alone. They never questioned why everything ran smoothly. They never considered what would happen if the foundation of their comfort stepped away. Christmas was the perfect stage. After dinner, after envelopes, after their laughter faded, I excused myself politely. Long drive. Early work. I said, no one stopped me. Why would they? They had taken what they wanted. I drove home through empty streets, hands steady calm. Revenge, when earned, feels different. Quiet, precise, effortless. At my desk, I began systematically severing every financial lifeline. Accounts frozen. Cards canceled. Auto payments halted. Not out of spite, not theatrically. Simply correct. By the time I finished, their world was held together by threads I'd already cut. I slept that night more peacefully than I had in years. Morning brought chaos and measured doses. Voicemails, texts, frantic calls. Mom, something's wrong with the bills. Sister, did you change something? Brother, my card isn't working. Call me now. I waited until noon to respond. Must be rough. I typed. Guess you don't count. The silence that followed was heavy, dense. Understanding weighs more than anger. Finally, Mom called. Her voice shook, not with grief, but with realization. You can't just walk away from your family, she said. I didn't walk, I said calmly. I was pushed. You just never bothered to notice. A pause, then a soft, trembling question. What do you want? I already took it, I replied. My freedom. They don't laugh at me anymore. They don't call unless they need something, and those calls go unanswered. I rebuilt my life with my own money, on my own terms, for my own peace. And the world, they got quieter. Beautifully, gloriously quieter. They say revenge is messy. Maybe for them. For me, it was clean, precise. Simply giving everyone exactly what they gave me. Nothing,